Okay, so Heart the Lover.
Hmm.
What did we think? Oh, did you guys cry?
I did not cry.
Okay, me either.
Yeah, I don't think I cried, but
A lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, it crushed me," and I was. It felt like I don't know. I feel like I couldn't cry for that because I'm like, I already forgot their names. It was Yash and
Yeah.
Sam,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like they were both shitty.
Yeah. Why would we care about them?
Exactly. I'm
Why
like,
would I care if you died?
why would it exactly? I'm like, why would I cry? Like, yeah, sure. It was like, oh my gosh, like they have a daughter and he finds out, but I'm like, you had your chance and you screwed it up to go with your friend.
Hmm.
Like, no. No.
yeah, and then they were kind of like blaming her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you hurt him. It's
Yeah.
like, no, quite the opposite. Like you didn't give him a chance. Well, he never really asked for another
Yeah.
chance.
And I feel like maybe that's why people were like emotional about it because they're like, oh my gosh, all these years, oh, like he's gonna die and now she's over here. Or I don't know, but I feel like she's happy with her family. Yes, she still had those feelings for him, but it's like maybe it was that one person that got away, even though they're saying that she's the one that got away, but I'm like, I'm not gonna cry about it. You have your children. You need to focus on your little one who's like gonna go through the surgery and stuff, which I really wanted to know if everything was gonna be okay.
Hmm.
Because they
Yeah.
focused nothing from that. I'm like, okay. But I did like that we know her name.
Yeah,
And
what's her real name again? I forget.
Cassie.
yes.
Oh yeah. I feel like they were kind of not saying her name because I think it was kind of like made you think like, is this a autobiography or not?
Hmm.
And then when they said her name, you're like, okay, it's not. But I don't know if you thought there was any purpose of them not saying her name other than that.
I thought about it. I think, I don't know if it was like closing that chapter of her life or like it was like a full circle moment. I don't almost felt like.
Mm.
Um, but there is another book that is tied to this. So I don't know if it's because of the other book
Mhm.
that they didn't reveal the name to the end. Um,
Mm.
but maybe it was like a experiment by the author. Like, how connected can you be to a character or feel for them if you don't even know their name, their real name?
I was also feel like thinking we basically heard a lot of Jordan and Burley got a little bit of a glimpse of Cassie, and I feel like in a way it's showing like that they didn't really know her. Like I'm
Mhm.
sure they do know they knew her real name, but at the same time they always call her Jordan. And I'm like,
Mhm.
that's not even like a nickname for her name. So I feel like in that way for me it was like they didn't know her as much or they didn't know the real narrator, the real person, the real main character, which was Cassie, even though it
Mhm.
was like, they kept calling her Jordan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did throw me off a little though, because it's like Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that is her name. And then when he said Cassie, I was like, oh, so that wasn't her name. Cool. But I like that they, in a way, closed that.
I think it's like a cool perspective. And I'm glad she got closure.
I'm trying to remember what happened.
You know.
It was interesting when she was in the hospital and they made it seem like she was like the wife or something. Or like she was super important. And I feel like that kind of like screwed her up a little because it's like she wants to be with her child, but at that point, it's like she was picking him instead of her son.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too.
Yeah, instead of going for your flight or like she kept missing it and she's like, "Oh,
Mhm.
I'll be there." And I'm like, "Girl, I don't know if the husband like I understand how deep their love was, but at the same time it's like, okay, you gotta let it go.
Mhm.
You know? Your son is sick too."
Yeah, 'cause she kept like putting it off and putting it off, and
Mhm.
I did thought think that was kind of interesting. Um, but I wonder if she was like, even though she's like trying to say goodbye to him, if she was doing it more for herself, like she had to see it through in order to like move on and like be a good mom to her kid and like be fully present. Um, but yeah, if my kid was in like about to get a major surgery, I would not be at my old flame's bedside when he
Yeah.
left me 6 months, whatever, pregnant.
Which is like I get it and I feel like it was very like twin flame and but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work out. You already have two kids. You already have a husband that like she clearly loves and he loves her, like it and very supportive to know about like the daughter that they had together, about their history clearly, and he's still like, okay, yeah, go ahead. Even though there's moments where it seemed like you should come back,
Yeah.
you know?
It's hard taking care of kids by
Yeah.
yourself, especially the man.
What would he rate it?
I gave it a 4.5. I liked that it was a different style.
Mm-hmm.
I also liked that it was pretty like quick to read,
Mm-hmm.
but still had like substance. It wasn't like, like a beach read necessarily.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't like love the male characters, but I liked Cassie.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked her husband. He was nice. And her kids too. Um, but I always think it's interesting when authors decide to like tell stories like this
Mm-hmm.
because it seems like a pretty, I mean, it's not normal, but like this could be someone's story. Like it's realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like all the details. It was like so detailed.
Mhm.
Like it has to be a little bit of a personal story, I would think.
Mm-hmm. I think I want to read the other book. So I've been wanting to read it, but I didn't know that they were connected. So now knowing that they are, I'm like, ooh, let's see if it's an extension or if it's like a before or an extension.
What's the other book?
Although this one's newer. The other book is what is it called? Let me look it up. Writers and Lovers.
Mm,
I ordered it. It's
Oh
on its.
yeah?
Mhm.
yeah,
Has a
I'm kind
cute
of
cover.
curious.
Yeah, that is honestly why I wanted to read it. I feel like I suggested it a few years ago for book club, just because the cover's cute.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
But let's see.
I think I would rate it a
Oh yeah,
4.
it does say Cassie Peabody.
Um,
Uh, so I guess maybe we get more of the story of Cassie instead of like the
Jordan.
side stories of Jordan this, Jordan
Mhm.
that. That's cool.
You rated it a 4, Julie?
yeah, I think I'd rate it a 4. I don't know. Maybe a little lower, but I liked it. Yeah, I liked that. I felt like it was a fresh perspective and an easy read. I just don't know that I loved it. So,
Hmm.
like, I could recommend it. It's not like a bad book, but it's
But we're not
not
going to
like,
reread it.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I'm like, oh, you need to read this.
Yeah. I also gave it a 4 for the same reason that it's not like I loved it and I wanted to continue to just like find out. Like it was nice to hear the story, but it gave me the whole Little Life vibe of like it was nice in the beginning, kind of like not fully coming of age because they're older, but then it got sad. The same way that A Little Life got sad, and then that's where I'm like, ooh, we're about to get real. And I kind of wanted to stay in like more of a I don't know, more of the little romance, not so much like real life
Mhm.
health issues, but it is what it is. And it was a good, I think an interesting way how the author wrote it. So yeah, I gave it a 4. I don't know if I would strongly recommend it. If people were looking into it and they're like, "Oh, should I?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a quick read." But if I have to be like, "You have to read this to my friend," no, I don't. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how I feel.
Mhm. So, on to our next one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
These two, I think, were Paola's suggestions. It's like that's 2 for 2 right now. That's crazy.
Uh, they both hers.
I wanted to tell him like, look at you, you're gonna pick all the books for the rest of the year.
It's her year, 2026.
I
Hmm.
know she was like, I haven't had one in a while, and then now I have like two.
Back to back. But this one's interesting because it's like sci-fi. And
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to because I saw that she suggested sci-fi, I wanted to suggest the Project Hail Mary. But because of the upcoming movie, it's like impossible to find on ebook, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I've even heard of that one.
You read it?
I haven't even heard of it.
Oh, really? Well,
Is it
um,
everywhere? Am I
Paola
not?
sent she shared something on Instagram of all the like the books that were gonna be movies, like either right before the year ended or right at the beginning of the year, and there was like a full on throughout the year the shows or movies that might appear. And this one, Project Hail Mary, was gonna be Ryan Gosling. So I was like,
Mhm.
oh. And this one is an Apple TV series or something. I was like, oh.
Mm.
So I'm like, wait, that's kind of cool. But I like that we're doing sci-fi because I don't think we've really done that. More
Yeah,
fantasy than actual
yeah,
life.
more fantasy.
Hmm. Yeah, so what do we think?
Um, I thought it was very interesting and it feels very different. Is it a male author?
I
Yes.
think so.
And from the male perspective, it's just kind of like whiplash or not whiplash, but like just
360.
360. It feels so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't had a male author or male perspective in so long.
A
It feels
long time.
it's foreign to me. I was like, oh, it feels
But
like a different realm I'm living in.
yeah,
Yeah, I noticed that like right away too.
that's funny. It
I
is,
also kind of found it hard in the I think it was the middle of the first part, hard to follow. Like, what the heck is happening?
yes. And that's what I wanted to ask you guys. What is happening?
I
Because
don't know.
I feel like I was lost and I'm like, okay, he was with his family. He went to visit, like celebrate his friend because he won the prize. And then the friend is like, no, it should have been you, but you basically decided to have a child and be with your wife. So you're a teacher. And then he leaves and it's like he got kidnapped,
Yeah,
right?
he went under the tunnel or bridge or train.
Yeah.
tracks
Yeah.
and was taken by someone. And he said the voice was familiar.
That's what. That's what's weird. It's like,
Um,
do I know them? I feel like I know them. I'm like,
mhm.
but it's like at some point they inject or something. So like it sounds like it was like an experiment, and it's also giving a like a multi-universe or like a different
Mhm.
universe in a way. Because when he comes back and he's like, that's not his house, but he has the certificate or the thing of the prize, but that wasn't real, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
But then we go back, like the last chapter, he was with his wife. Like he's like, oh, you were gone for 3 hours. I'm like, wait, what happened to the 14 months? You know, like that's confusing.
Mhm.
What is real?
Yeah, and that didn't like seem like him. So I wonder if like
Someone
someone
else?
kind of took over his body or
Ooh,
but
yeah,
yeah, how could they have done it so quick? I don't know. And
yeah.
then he said like when he's come to and he's in the ER, he's like, I can see the ring indent on my finger. So he was thinking it was 8 hours since the kidnapping. And I'm like, well, that's probably true because like he still has the indent. It hasn't been like a year and a half, but
Mm-hmm.
how did they change his house so quickly?
I wonder.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
the person in the mask, if he says thinks that the voice is familiar, and we're having like these different perspectives of different versions of him, I wonder if like another him.
From
Like
a different universe or
yeah,
something.
yeah. What
Yeah,
is dark matter? Like in science?
I don't know. Is that like a quantum physics thing?
I feel like it is. Because there's white matter is in the brain, right? I don't remember that.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. The like, dark matter of the brain.
Mysterious invisible substance that makes up 27% of the universe. For providing the gravitational glue that holds galaxy and galaxy clusters together. That's not helpful to me.
It forms the cosmic web, acting as a scaffold for the large scale structure of the universe. So like, did he get separated into different like little versions? I don't know. That's weird.
Oh,
That's weird.
oh, but that would kind of make sense.
But I was also thinking a little bit about how you guys were saying like maybe someone else took his body or like maybe possibly I don't know if fully cloned him, but let's say that guy who was masked and took him, the familiar
Mhm.
voice, is now impersonating him somehow. That's why the ring is gone. Maybe he has a ring. And I found it odd that he was like, okay, what do you call your wife? Like her name is Daniela, but do you call her Danny? It's like no. And
Yeah.
you know, like that was a little too specific. Like, why would you ask that?
It's trying
Yeah.
to pretend to be him, maybe. I don't know.
Exactly. Oof, weird.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was like just for the text or what.
Mm-hmm.
It also kind of reminds me of Midnight Library. Maybe it's like different ways his life could have gone.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was also thinking that because he was like, oh, this is Charlie's room and there was nothing there. And
Hmm.
when he said he basically gave up to be with his family instead of doing his
Hmm.
research. And then when we got that version of him where he's like, oh, this house is colder, not as homey, and like he has the prize, then it's like, wait, I thought he didn't get the prize. So I feel like maybe it could be that.
I also wonder if it's like him running an experiment on himself.
Which because he is all sciencey and all this stuff, I feel like could also be true since everyone was like, we've all been waiting for this, or we've, like it seems like maybe this was his idea, but I don't know. It's like it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It could have
Yeah.
erased his mind, whatever experiment or thing that they did, but not fully because he like knows his wife and his house.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different from everything we've read.
Yeah.
I know.
It's, it's
I
kind of funny.
a jump scare.
In a way, yeah. It's like, wait, what? What?
And like maybe a little too much for my little mind. Like what? Where's my fluff?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like no flex.
But I think that's the point of book club. We're trying to read outside. But then I'll be excited to watch the show, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
there is a show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently it's on, I'm gonna say it's Apple.
It's already out.
I think so.
It came out 2024. Yeah, Apple TV. Whoa. Okay, so the image on there, I don't know if you can see it. It's multiple of him.
Well,
Mm.
Interesting, like clones.
yes.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, maybe one of his clones like time traveled, and then that's why they're like, "You've been missing." He's like, "What?"
Maybe it stole his life. Like I like that one better.
It stole his life.
And like switch places.
Yeah,
Like the
I
host.
know.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Why?
Like the one that came back to the wife. At first, I was thinking, was that like the friend? Because he was like, "Oh, my friend has a crush on, always had a crush on you."
Mm.
But well, it could be possible because he left and the friend stayed behind. So it could be that the friend then came over and put on a whole disguise and stuff. What a friend. Yeah, and I feel like it was a pretty quick, I feel like it was a pretty quick read, but it was confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was able to speed it up quite a bit.
Are you listening to it, Julie?
Yeah,
Is it a good narrator?
I don't know. It's okay. It's not bad.
Okay. 'Cause I'm
But
reading it.
yeah, like I just started it this morning, so I like was able to speed it up 1.3 or whatever, and it was fine.
I was able to get it on Libby and I listened to it, but I didn't like it. So I read it and I feel like I was more into it. And I think maybe it's just, I don't want to say the guy is not as, I don't want to call him like monotone, but it's very like bleh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
A lot of information, not a lot of like pizzazz.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I'm listening to the Fourth Wing dramatic version.
Oh,
So like I'm not entertained.
Yeah.
Compared to the background music, the like every little noise, I'm like, yeah, no, no. So I was reading it and I was like, okay, yeah, this makes more sense. Still confusing in what really happened, but it's more interesting.
Hmm.
And this was written in like 2016,
Oh,
2 years ago, I think. Because I saw it and I was like, is this a new book? It's like, nope.
yeah, I've never heard of it until.
Yeah, 2016. So we're literally in 2016 right now.
Well, that's the trend, isn't it? We're
That's
reliving.
what I'm,
That's so
yeah, yeah. We
funny.
are so on trend.
Yeah, we are.
I love it. Our next section is going to be a little bit long just because it's like one of the chapters is super long. There was no way for me to like separate it. So I have chapter 5 to chapter. Oh, I went too far. Chapter 8. So 5 to 8, we don't read chapter 9.
Okay.
But I don't think it'll be too bad.
Okay.
It seems like an easy read, not too confusing. I think pretty straightforward in some ways. We'll see. But I'm excited to watch the show after.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to read the Bridgerton books, because
Yeah, I've always wanted to try them. I wonder if they're good.
me too.
Since the show's really good, so like I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah, no, some people were saying that the book for this season is really good.
Okay,
Okay. But obviously I don't want to just jump into
the book.
which would be what, the fourth book? I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Gotta start from the beginning.
Yeah, I would read. I think I don't like Benedict. I'll say it. He's
You
not my
like him?
favorite. I do not.
You do not. Is it
No.
because of the mistress comment?
It was that, and it's also like he was never like my favorite.
Favorite. Yeah.
Neither was Colin. I like Anthony the best. Um, but yeah, I just think Benedict's kind of like unserious.
Yeah. He's growing on me though. But it is very like quick. And how can
Hmm.
we not tell who's behind the mask? Like, come
Yeah, you're
on.
just a dumb.
He's just dumb. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to wait a whole 3 weeks, 3 weeks and a half.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing this.
You should just have it all. Just let me binge the whole
Either have
thing.
it all or once a week.
Yeah, once a week honestly wouldn't be too bad. I think there'd be more hype
Yes.
every week. You can have your little get-togethers every week and be like,
Hmm.
oh, all the predictions and stuff. Oh,
Hmm. I miss that part of
yeah.
TV.
Okay, well, I'll see you guys next Monday, 7:30, chapter 5 to 8. Don't read 9. Have
Sounds
a
good.
wonderful week.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 And a good night.
Bye.